Hey fellow World Warriors, it's Angry Turtle with yet another video from public test server. And here I want to answer a lot of questions that I was getting after my previous two videos explaining changes that we have incoming. And the first question was, when are those changes coming into the live servers? And the answer is July, but there is no specified date yet. We just know the month, it's a July. And why I cover it so much now and not waiting for those changes to be finalized? Because I want you to have ability to express your opinion on PTS forum, where Bethesda employees can see it and do the improvements if possible. It's not always possible, but it already happened in the past in case of legendary perks that improvements were made before it went live. Then there is always hope that it can get better. That's why I like to cover it extensively as early as possible, and then you can go to this forum and talk about it. As you don't need to play PTS in order to talk on the forum, you can talk on the forum even if you do not play on the PTS. I will drop a link this time in the pinned comment because I noticed that some of you have problem to find the forum. Then I will drop you a link, you can go there, you can discuss, you can see what other people are talking about the changes and stuff like that. I will give you as well my take, my turtle take on the incoming changes on the crafting system, and I will simultaneously try to objectively present both sides. Like, I'm not saying about Bethesda side, but both sides from the comments, like people that are happy and people that are really not happy with that and why that's happening. But first, let's answer more questions. And very common one was, can you trade crafted legendary pieces? Like, for example, if you craft this power armor torso, can you trade it? And answer is, if item was tradable before you change it into legendary, it remains tradable after the process. As you can see in here, I can drop it, which means it's tradable. I drop it, it's on the floor, I can pick it up, everyone can pick it up. Then yes, you can trade them unless you made legendary from item that couldn't be traded, like for example T65 power armor, then you cannot obviously trade it. Next question was, can you make any weapon legendary? And no. Not every weapon. There are some exceptions. Mainly named legendaries cannot be changed. They already legendary, but they cannot be reroll, cannot be changed. Like for example, Facebreaker, you cannot change this one to any other effects. And there are weapons that cannot be made into legendary. Like for example, Chainsaw. That was very disappointing news. I think more full list and more testing Sexy Hand did, as I saw his video, then there is list of everything he was able to figure out. But yeah, apart from couple exceptions, the weapons that cannot be currently legendary still cannot be legendary. Like there are some exceptions, like for example, you can have legendary Enclave Plasma Rifle that currently not available, and you can have legendary The Dragons that used to be available but then become legacy and now will be available again thanks to crafting. And about Strangler Hard Power Armor, Volt 94 armor like solar and stuff like that, unfortunately, currently, for whatever reason, I don't know it's bug or intended, you cannot use legendary crafting on those. Nothing. You cannot use it. Next question was, can you script legendary power armor pieces? And the question is yes. And simultaneously they have insane value. Look at this torso. You script it for 80 script. What means if you have 3-star power armor piece, you can only script one per day, because second one will go over the limit, as script limit is 150, this is worth 80. If you try to script 2, that's 160, you can't. You can only script one piece a day. That's insane. That really shows how little script we have available per day. Next, someone asked, can you upgrade cores like 1 star into 2 stars? Unfortunately, currently there is no system to upgrade cores. As you have those cores, they are like they are. You cannot do anything, you can only use them. You cannot upgrade them. What's kind of disappointing, as for endgame players, the 1 and 2 star will not be really needed, apart from maybe crafting your first legendary power armor. After that, you will have no use case for them. And someone else asked, will existing legendary effects be upgraded, like on existing items? For example, if someone have handmade with 33%, VATS hit chance, will it go up to 50? And answer is yes, it works retrospectively, what means all the legendary effects will be updated to the new values. And very popular question as well, what about legacy weapons like explosive Gatling plasma? Any changes there? And answer is no, they work exactly like on the live servers. No, absolutely no changes there, it's still OP. I don't know if any changes are planned, currently there is no changes. One more question, VATS and PvP, that wasn't a very popular question, but happened there. Yes, VATS seems to be fixed in PvP and you can kill people in VATS when you PvP with them. And now discuss a little bit more this legendary crafting situation. I need to say it first, it's a great addition. It helps a lot. It makes things so much better. It helps. I will not complain, it's way better than nothing, because I will tell you when it's way better. In case of handmade, like popular weapons that currently are in circulation, you can trade and you can already buy like great weapon without crafting, it's not really a special improvement. But in case of weapons that are not tradable, for example, Hellstorm missile launcher or Warglaive, that you cannot craft legendary currently, you cannot trade, and you need to be like extremely lucky to drop it as an event reward, then this is way better. Because you can craft non-legendary Hellstorm missile launcher, and yes, you can change non-legendary weapons into legendary with this system, and you can just apply the stars. Then that's good. And before I go any deeper, first, the biggest issue I see, there is one thing that Bethesda need to do. They need to be a warning that if you apply it, it erases everything. Imagine you have like 2-star weapon. I have 3-star here, but imagine you have 2-star. Let's say you will have bloodied faster fire rate, fixer or something like that, like a perfect roll, you're just missing 1 star. You would just go into legendary crafting and you will think that you can upgrade it here to 3-star. It's like by default you would think it should upgrade it, but it's not the case. You go, you just click and you destroy it. Even it says in here, this will destroy the currently equipped mod and any mods that require it, but it's not really clear what destroy, what mods. It need to say in here, it will remove all legendary attributes and applies new one. It need to be a clear warning. This is not a clear warning. I already saw so many posts, even on PTS, people did not realize what it does and attempted to upgrade 2-star into 3-star. But it's not the case. When you try to do it, you have all effects rerolled. Then you cannot do it. And that's a huge issue. They need to be a clear warning. Imagine losing your perfect 2-star weapon by doing that. The chances of you getting it back are close to none. As legendary pool is so big and the chance of getting it back is so small, like it's crazy. And now from two sides. I see two sides of the story. Some people are saying that this system already is too good and will destroy trading community because everyone will just craft what he needs. And it will flood the market with perfect rolls. That's not the case. That's totally not the case. I disagree. Because crafting 1 3-star with totally random rolls cost you 4 legendary modules and 1 legendary core. What's meant you can do it once per day. With current limits, that's once per day. Once per day, totally random rolls. And you know how many rolls you need to get actually something good. Then no, it will definitely not change anything on the market. What will destroy the market, it's always duping. Like, when you see price dropping, it's because people dupe a lot of perfect rolls. That's how it's happening. It's not happening because someone crafted a lot of perfect legendaries. That's not possible. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we have people that say that we should be able to choose what legendary effects we want. Like, for example, you craft 1 star, you choose that you want blood. And I disagree with this as well. It will be definitely too easy to just choose all the perfect effects and craft them. Yeah, that's too easy. That's, in my opinion, it's too easy. I'm somewhere in between, because current system, don't forget, we are getting more legendary effects, what means bigger pool and even lower chance of getting what you want. Plus the price is already quite high. What I would like to see, apart from the system when you just craft and give weapon a legendary effects, that's okay. That can stay, in my opinion. But I would like to see, like, there's a lot of room below. Option below to change, like, use 1-star core and modules to change first star of the weapon. Second option, use modules and cores to change only second star of the weapon. And last option, use modules and cores to change third star of the weapon. And I do understand that it's more powerful than just changing all three simultaneously. And I'm not saying it should be the same price. Make it more expensive. Even a lot more expensive. I don't care. 10 times more expensive, 20 times more expensive. How much Bethesda need? I don't know. How much Bethesda want it to be? Make it more expensive. And why I want it this way? Because when you have a weapon that have already like 2 perfect effects, and you only need this third one to make it perfect, you don't want to reload everything. The worst feeling is when you downgrade your weapon. You never want to downgrade your weapon. Therefore, I do understand the grind. I do understand RNG. And I'm not saying to Bethesda to remove it completely. What I would like to see, higher price, but rerolling a specific star as an option. And then I will grind, I don't care how long, even a week, just to reroll single star. And there will be still RNG, because either I get what I want, or not. Like, there is usually like 10 effects per slot, and if it's prefix then it's over 20. Then it's still like not a huge chance I will get what I want, but at least what it does, I will not lose my good effects. I will be able to try, week after week, improve my perfect effect. And no, in what I'm suggesting, it will not destroy the market. Why it will not destroy the market? Because if I need a week to change 1 star on my weapon, and I have more than 1 weapon, then it will take me a lot of time and I will not be selling those weapons on the market. And if someone will have perfect weapon that I want in his vending machine and want to sell it, I will buy it. But I know that trading community, there is different aspect, is trading item per item is the most popular option for perfect rolls. And it's understandable, but in the same time, as you can clearly see playing this game do not really support trading item per item. It can happen that you will get cheated, or you need to use like a third person in your trade to ensure that you safely exchange the items. That's why people don't really want to do it so much. It's not that we don't like trading, like from my perspective and other people. I like trading, and for me it's even easier because people know me, and usually I can request that someone give me weapon first and then I give the weapon that I'm trading with. But for most people it's not an option, and it's make trading really difficult. And in the same time, if we keep it like it is now, like it always have been, and add a power armor to the mix now, imagine how black market will go up. I don't like this perspective. I would prefer for Bethesda to give us an option to slowly get our perfect roll. And no, in the same time, no, I don't need perfect roll to do well in this game. I can use non-legendary weapons. I can do really fine with non-legendary weapons. Why I want this option? I want to slowly get my perfect roll. The perfect roll in my eyes for my OCD, for the sense of achievement, for the sense of progression. It's not that I really need it. Like if you compare to the real life, I like ice creams. I buy ice creams. I eat ice creams. I enjoy them. Do I need ice creams? I don't need ice creams. It's something that gives me satisfaction. I definitely don't need ice creams. Everyone can live without ice creams. But in the same time, if I will need to grind, like let's say work for months in order to buy one ice cream, will I do that? No, I will not do that. That's why I want some option that's realistic for us endgame players to slowly keep upgrading our gear to chase this perfection that we desire. I don't know if everyone can understand that, but that's my take. That's my take on this legendary crafting, and this is my biggest issue with this legendary crafting. And in the same time, I don't know what's the reason actually that we don't have this. Like, it can be either Bethesda cannot implement a different system than total wipe of legendary effects and application of new ones. That's one possibility, and if that's the case, I would like to hear the feedback from developers like, oh, it's not possible with this game engine to do it, and then I will stop requesting, because if it's not possible, then it's pointless. Other option is, the worst one, that they want to promote a gambling situation. They want to do it like, people play lottery hoping that they win millions, and they usually win nothing, but they still hope that they will win something. If this is a goal with crafting, then I'm not really happy, because this means that they will not add option with specific star replacement, because if they will need to do that, they will apply the same price, which means that you will need to grind 3 months to reroll 1 star once. Then definitely no one will use that, and there will be even bigger outrage. Then that can be the case. They don't want to do it. They don't want to show for everyone what are the odds. Because most people do not care about math, then have no clue how low the odds are to get the rolls you actually want. But anyway, I think I'm talking too much about this topic already. My main point is here. Regardless if you agree with me or disagree with me, you have right to agree and disagree, and it's absolutely fine. The important part is to go into the public test server forum, express your opinion in there. Then Bethesda will see what community actually want and will not base it on like 2-3 most active person expressing their point of view. Because if there will be like only 3 people saying something, the Bethesda will be like, okay, no one else care about it, and definitely there will be no changes. But if a lot of you will go there, you will tell what you think, you agree, like for example with me, or you have your idea, then express your idea and highlight why. It's important to always highlight why, not just, oh, we want everything and we want everything now, because you will not get it. It's not how it works, but some reasonable arguments that we want some sense of a progression. We want to go forward. We don't want to go backwards. Like, we don't want to destroy our good weapons. We want to have an option to slowly improve them when possible. Then that's all I wanted to say. Go, do it. Read the public test forum. Express your opinion. I will drop a link in pinned comment to make it easier for you to find the forum. And now, as always, thank you a lot for watching. Thank you for your support, and see you guys in the next one.